Yo, tell me why the Invincible universe casually introduced the most broken weapon in the entire verse, and then barely ever use it. And when they do, is used ineffectively and exclusively on fodder Viltrumites. So the question is, can Space Racer beat the fraud allegations? Well, let's find out.
100 years alone with no ass. 100 years!
Damn.
Can someone care to explain how that Lil oxygen tank lasted him 100 years? This is the problem with Invincible. They throw logic out the window, so the movie can happen. Hence, the Space Racer problem. Because after seeing what went down in season 4, I'm convinced the writers had to nerf the logic just so the Viltrumites can stay scary. But in turn, they got my G facing fraud allegations every week now. Cause the erasure gun still does what it does. You point, you click, a Viltrumite gets slimed. So the problem here has to be with the man behind the gun. Cause why ain't he taken out a single top tier Viltrumite yet? Yeah, my point still stands. At the start of season 4, we gotta see that this gun doesn't have a cooldown and doesn't have much of a charge time neither. It's literally broken, and Viltrumites don't have an answer to this. Think about it. All it would take is 50 perfectly timed sniper shots. That's it. That's the whole war. Take out all 50 Viltrumites, mid or a farm. Every Viltrumite gotta do a fit check religiously every time they pull up to a function. Like, bro, we see the fit. Y'all wearing the same shit anyway. Relax. But, you know, they gotta hover there for like 3 seconds. That's a 3-second window where Space Racer could literally clear the server. Pop Thragg Scolati. He can't hear the shot anyway. There's no sound in space. Get Sneak Nation certified, my guy. You got potential. Am I the only one thinking that? The only problem he has is mobility. He rides a space, Harley Davidson, which is kind of fast but still a physical target. The Space Racer problem becomes a glaring plot hole when you factor in teleportation technology. If the Coalition had 2 brain cells to rub together, they'd pair Space Racer with Cecil's teleportation. Imagine that combo. Not even Thragg would see that being coming. If he could move freely on the court like Seesaw in season 1, then you pair that up with the cloaking tech too?
Finger licking good special. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh!
But I just know some of y'all in the comments are gonna say, oh, the Coalition don't have teleportation. Bro, these aliens are way more advanced than Earth. We're still out here using traditional rockets like it's 1969, and they're flying across galaxies in minutes. We've already seen Battle Beasts use some type of teleportation tech before. So what's the excuse? You mean to tell me the Coalition, the people funded by every advanced race, don't have a teleporter for their best asset?
Really?
That's bullshit. The writers clearly wrote themselves into a corner with this one. Can't give a side character a one-shot kill gun with no reload time and then wonder why the story isn't over in 5 minutes. They had to nerf his IQ just so we could have a show. If Space Racer actually locked in, the Viltrumite Empire would have been a tax write-off ages ago. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. But until I see him actually pack somebody up meaningful, not just fodder Viltrumites, I'm calling fraudulent. 10 out of 10 for the weapon, 3 out of 10 for the execution. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comments if y'all think Space Racer is actually a fraud or if the Coalition is just throwing the game on purpose. Drop a like if you got fingers. Peace.